Hi, I am Arpit Aggarwal, and I'm feeling very lucky that I have secured such a good rank in JEE Advance. To my juniors, I would like to say that when you come from 10th to 11th, always think that it's never too late. You are not late to start studying, or you are not late for JEE preparation. Some students might think that my friend has started studying from class 10, then now I am always behind him. This is never a fact. So always have faith on yourself that you can always be the best now also. So when you come in 11th, always show the zeal inside you to do hard work and to be disciplined when you are studying. Also remember that when you are studying, it is better to study 6 hours effectively rather than studying 10 hours relentlessly or rigorously without zero concentration or very less concentration. I've seen many people who study very rigorously but still cannot do good because they don't follow the proper technique of studying. Technique also plays a very important role while studying. Also, when you are studying, always focus on all the three subjects equally. Some students might be good in some particular subjects like maths or chemistry, but for securing good rank in JEE, you need to be good in all three subjects equally. So for securing good rank, you should be good in all three of them. For physics, I would like to give advice that follow what your teacher says with examples. Try to solve the examples in the class when your teacher gives them at a very quick rate. In chemistry, I would like to say that don't be down to earth. My teacher used to say that be down to earth when you are studying chemistry, because you have to study on it only for 2 years, not for those who are interested in it, but those who are studying it for JEE, you have to study it for only 2 years. So be down to earth while studying chemistry and study it with full patience and complete discipline. Try to remember all those things and don't give up that I cannot remember it, my friend remembers it but I cannot remember it. Always try to remember whatever information you get. In mathematics, it is advisable to get good practice. You always follow books that your teacher advises. You never listen to your friends that he is doing that book, I will do this, and you finally end up doing nothing. So it is advisable that you do what your teacher says. You never listen to someone else, or you can follow a particular book which is very nice. You have listened from lot of people, but not listen to too many advices, and do what your mind says, not what others say. I have listened to many a times my juniors saying that, "Bhaiya, that how should I stop doing silly mistakes?" To them, I must say that when you are attempting questions in examination hall, you should read question very properly. We don't. Sometimes what happens is we just read question too quickly. We forgot some particular line or statement, and then mark the answer and move on. But most important thing is to read the question properly, then to attempt it. And if you are confused what the question says, then again read it. You should give at least 10 to 20 seconds to read one or two lines of a question, or two or three lines of a question. Also, for avoiding silly mistakes, it is important to be concentrated while in examination hall. Don't let your mind slip away here and there when you are in examination hall. For that, you can practice for 3 hours 3 hours papers in your house also, in your home also, so that you can build that concentration level and do well in examination. And always be confident enough when you are in examination hall that you can do the best what you are. I would advise my friends not to be engaged in multiple institutes or multiple test series programs, because it finally distracts you from your normal routine, and it creates too much of pressure in your mind. That if sometimes what happens is you are not performing well somewhere, but finally you perform some in another institute, but your good performance gets hidden by the fact that you are not performed well somewhere. So be engaged in only one institute, and because it helps you to follow only one way. Otherwise you come in a dilemma that what path to follow and what teachers to obey. So always try to be following only a single teacher and a single institute. Board preparation is not should not be done any should does not require any specific preparation. You should do it with your JEE preparation only. PCM gets fully covered during your JEE preparation. There are some topics in physics and chemistry which are not covered during JEE preparation, that you can that Alan makes arrangement and does make arrange special classes for it, and you can come and learn them there. And for other subjects like English and the additional subjects, you can just you can just start learning them in February, 1 month before your board exam starts. One of the problems that I see in many of my friends is that in 9th 10th we have a habit of remembering of only that class in which we are studying currently. That habit we should leave while preparing for JEE, because 11th is also equally important as 12th is. So for revision of 11th, you should not, while preparing for 12th, you should continuously prepare for 11th also simultaneously by solving some test papers related to 11th, or revising your notes continuously or simultaneously while you are preparing for 12th. At the last, you should prepare all the notes thoroughly, and each and every point in the notes should be in your mind. I will just like to say that don't be demoralized at any point of time while preparing for JEE. It usually happens that your rank in some test is low, then you think that now I cannot do anything. Never think that. Always be prepared for the next test. Never demoralize that if you are not performing, you are not in top 20 in Alan Jaipur test, then how can you be top 20 in the whole JEE examination? Never have that kind of mentality. So always think positive, be optimistic, do your hard work, stay happy, be calm. All the best.